If I had £1 for every time I was asked to build a simple no-frill solo base that has ultra low upkeep, I'd be able to buy a medium-sized house in Grimsby. So, for the 3 of you that have asked, here it is. Coming into one of 2 entrances, you have an oil refinery underneath you, a drop box for, well, drop box storage, and a window to check for door campers, which, to be fair, is pretty useless unless you take the window off. Opening up the single door, which ideally would be armoured, you come to the first floor. The Honeycomb is utilised with a locker, large battery, electric furnaces and a ramped loot room. We'll go upstairs first. This ladder hatch also blocks off your entrance, which is a good little trick to use if someone blows the door. Jumping up the ladder hatch, you come to your second floor. Here, I've just put shit I couldn't fit anywhere else. Don't care what you put here, you do you. This area is sectioned off by garage doors though, so it's not cheap to raid through it all. Going up to the shooting floor, which is where I've made this space as cheap as possible, while still having a 360 degree vision around your base. You can use normal double doors in all of these sockets if you're worried about gears for the garage doors. You can't get up or down from any of these peaks. And what's in this room to raid anyway? In fact, if you use double doors on these peaks, you can leave them open and they act as natural blockers, meaning the siren lights aren't even needed. Make sure the door is left open but locked if you do use double doors. Coming up onto the roof now. Here you've got a bedroom and a locker for a spawn point. Yep, you've all seen that before. And here you've got low walls that are made out of wood just to save on resources. It's a very, very simple roof. And there you have your solar panels. You can jump down off this roof really easy, like so. And we'll enter the base back through the front door again. So you've just seen this part of the base. And oh, I should have put a box up there which I completely forgot about. And coming down into the core, as you can see, this has got garage doors all the way around it. You've got your sleeping bag, your storage, and here you've got a vending machine bunker. Again, that would be great if that's an armoured door. Behind it, you've got your tool cupboard. And here's your upkeep. Okay, let's build it. Just while I get ripped off by these loot boxes, I just want to say a quick word about these skin gambling sites. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not woke, I'm not morally opposed to gambling, but these sites are unregulated and anyone could be behind them. You just don't know if they're acting in good faith. I've turned down real life money from these skin gambling sites and decided to send this message instead. That's how bad I think they are. Stay safe. I'm going to start this build by putting the footprint down because it's a very small footprint. It can be done on uneven land. And this is how it looks like now. Now whichever side you want the front, just pop these 2 squares down here and a triangle at the front. And then you'll take that out for your oil refinery. And that'll be the front of your base, so you can tell the difference between front and back. So to start off with the starter, you wall in this square with a triangle, wall in that triangle, double door frame, put a lid on it. And I'm going to upgrade to the final materials because it's going to be a quick build, it's a simple build. That's if I can get the materials right. You can see me like slightly stuttering on screen, thinking, oh, is that the right materials? Right, you want a twig door frame, single door frame. You want to play this TC to the right of it, just behind it. I'll give you a better view in a second. It's so easy. Do not be scared about this bunker. It's so easy to do. You can't mess it up. And then you can see there. You just bring it as close to the door as possible and to the right hand side. So that's how your starter looks. It looks a bit weird. So now we're going to wall in the circle. And have a jump up. Okay, I'm going to put door frames all around here. Now, if you want a shelf, you want to put the shelf on before you put the door frames, but I'll go through that later when I put the vending machine in, just to sort of explain the two different ways you can put a shelf on. I know what I'm on about. Okay, that there, you can't put a double door on that one there because you won't be able to use a jump up. So you'll have to use the door behind. But don't worry, because you're gonna put a door at the top anyway. So it doesn't matter if you don't have a door there. Assuming you don't have garage doors already, who knows? It might be Giga Chads. So there you can see the entrance. That's where your single door will go. This is where you want to wall it in. So it's just to the right hand side. Put a shelf down here, and then you can also forget to put a box on there like I did in the tour. And there you can put a double door on here. Obviously I'm using garage doors right now. So that's how you're looking now. So as we go into the Honeycomb, this here just behind the jump up is going to be 2 stories high, because we're not going to utilise the Honeycomb where the jump up is. You know, it makes sense, otherwise it's just too easy to raid. All the rest of the Honeycomb is just going to be 1 story, because that's going to be utilised. I won't put you through upgrading absolutely everything on this base. I'll miss out the foundations and do that sort of off camera. You get the point. So now we will build our jump up to the first floor. Upgrade all these to stone. And then you wall the sides in, fully wall that triangle in, and wall the side in on that one. And then wall it in here. Do not lock yourself in like I just did if you don't have fly mode. Well, you better not have fly mode, otherwise you'll be cheating. And then you put 2 roof pieces, 1 each side, and that acts as you jump up. Okay, here you have a triangle piece. It doesn't matter which way around it goes, it's entirely up to you. You're going to put rugs on there anyway to stop you from falling through. You put your window on and 2 double door frames. Put the single door down. The hard side facing towards where I am, obviously. And pop your doors on. Window here. Or just the metal embrasure, whatever you feel comfortable with. I put the window on there as well as the metal embrasure. So I don't get shot as I'm walking into my base. Okay, so now we're going to go around all the sides, including the Honeycomb, with walls, and stick a lid on it. And the triangle next to your entrance is where your triangle ladder hatch will be. And just like magic, everything's upgraded. So let's pop the triangle ladder hatch down now. And yeah, we should probably put the door on. Probably should have done that like first. And there you can see it blocks it off. That mechanic's actually saved me a few times. I say it saved me, I've used it a few times. I still wasn't successful in defending the raid. It did slow them down though. Now it doesn't matter which one of these triangles you use for what. If we want the battery in that one, use a battery in that one. There's no strategic advantage. This is just a normal ramp loot room. And obviously make sure that the battery or the locker is in there before you put the windows down, otherwise you're going to struggle to get them in. And put your double door frames down for your garage doors. Now it's time to put your bunker down. You just grab your vending machine and just stick it in as far as it'll go in. I'll do this a few times just to sort of show with going back and forth. As far as it'll go. And there. It's really hard to do this bunker incorrectly. It really is. So if you are worried about it, just give it a go, try it. Now you're going to block that off, block off that honeycomb, and we're going to put the shelf down. Now as you can see, we can't put the half wall down because we've put the double door frame down. So what we're going to do, we're going to pop out the outside, and I do it this way because you don't want that half shelf in your way throughout the wipe up to now. You don't want to be ducking underneath it and messing around with like tight spaces with boxes. So I do it this way. Or of course when you build the starter base you can just half wall it. That obviously don't leave wood in your TC and it'll just decay naturally. And just in case you did want to have the shelf down at the start, I'll just show you how to do it just in case. I often do things and think people like are really experienced, just assume they're not always. That's how you do it normally. So entirely up to you which way you want to do that. Okay, now let's get on with the second floor. You want to wall all this in, but not the honeycomb. This is fine, this part's fine to be 8 rockets to raid because you're still going to have garage doors in between them. So they'll still have to raid the garage doors to get anything. And I don't see you keeping anything of great value up here anyway. When I've used this footprint before, I had a computer desk up here. It just fits, but then you do have to like do this like awkward little jump to get past it. Okay, I wanted this to be a jump up, but it really has to be a ladder hatch. So we want a half wall on each side of these squares and a double door frame on each side. I'll put the double door frame down first because it's just a bit fiddly if you don't. And then put a roof piece. And then here you want double door frames here on the triangles, all 4 of them. The reason for the double door frames is for stability purposes, so they need to be down first. And make sure these triangles are upgraded to sheet metal so they can't be soft-sided. And you just put lots of triangles down around next to them and separate them off with walls once they're upgraded, obviously. It doesn't really matter which side is showing the soft side or not, because we're going to upgrade these to sheet metal as well. It looks better if the hard side's facing at the front and the back of the base. Just looks better on the eye. And then you have triangle roof pieces in these. And upgrade them to stone. You can have them sheet metal, obviously. Depends on how you're getting on in the white, how rich you are. And we put the double door frames around that ladder hatch to make it extra 3 rockets if someone raids you from the top. So this is the front of the base. So if you triangle in the first 3 triangles, and the triangle on the right hand side is where your ladder hatch is going to go. So looking from the front, it'll look like that. Pop your ladder hatch in. And now we make our bedroom. Just wall it in with 3 walls, double door frame. Like I said, the base is so simple to build. You can have a garage door here if you really wish. Double door, it depends on what you got in your locker. 3 low walls here. Them to wood so you're not wasting resources, and no need for them to be stone. And there you have it. There's your base. The very final thing. Pop that in there, and then you can pop a wall here if you wish, but don't wall yourself in like I just did. There you go, complete.